Hello and welcome to today's Pick a Card reading on your inner Beyoncé. We're going to be looking at what hidden talents you have that could potentially bring you fame and fortune, as well as how can we unblock some of those hidden talents so that maybe they're not so hidden anymore. Now, before we get into the reading, I just want to really quickly define fame in the context of this reading. So by fame, I don't necessarily mean you're going to become as famous as Beyoncé. Fame can also just mean becoming super or becoming popular or well known within a certain community. So, for example, if you're a doctor, you could be the best doctor in your town. That doesn't mean you're famous, like your household name, but it just means that you become well known within your town. Now that we got that out of the way, we are going to be looking at 5 different groups for this reading. So you guys can go ahead and select the Beyoncé here that appeals to you. And then we're going to have timestamps for each of the 5 different groups in the description below. And I hope you guys enjoy your reading. Hello, group number 1, and welcome to your inner Beyoncé reading, where I will be looking at which of your hidden talents could bring you fame and fortune, as well as how you can access those hidden talents. So starting here, I pulled some tarot and some oracle cards, and then we're going to be pulling some other cards later on in the reading. So first here we have the 7 of Wands, clarified by the King of Cups, and the Higher Power reversed card. Okay, so for you guys, I feel like one of your hidden talents is that I feel like with you guys, one of your hidden talents is that you're a good listener. You're someone who can really understand what people are saying and the emotional undercurrents of what is being said. Okay, you're very emotionally intelligent. You may not display your emotions, but when other people do, you're very empathetic, compassionate, like you get it. People like to come to you to air out their problems or for a sympathetic ear just because you have this this sixth sense, if you will, that something is wrong, and kind of you can piece together the story they're trying to tell as to why they're emotionally distraught or whatever. So that's what I'm getting there. Then with Higher Power reversed, I feel like, again, this is like a hidden talent that has been given to you. This is like a hidden talent that transcends reality. Okay, like you can hear messages intuitively from not even just in the physical world, the physical dimension, if you want to call it that, but also maybe you receive dreams or something, and these dreams can help you interpret your emotional feelings, or other people like to tell you about their dreams. Like you just have like a deep inner knowing that's beyond just hearing what people are saying to you physically. Then with the Hermit card, clarified by the High Priestess. Okay, I feel like this hidden gift doesn't feel like a talent to you. It feels like a burden, like it feels more heavy because, even though you can emotionally understand people, you may not have someone who you can go to who emotionally understands you. And so you can feel quite alone and isolated as a result. Okay, and then this is also clarified by the No Place Like Home card. So you guys are very maybe energy sensitive, and you're more introverted. So you like to spend a lot of time alone, because if you don't kind of, in a sense, cleanse your energy by being alone, it can get very draining for you. Also, some of you guys may be really good with nature. So some of you may have like a garden, or, you like to grow plants. You may have like 10 plants in your house. You're just very in tune with nature and what's going on in the natural world. That's one of your hidden talents as well, for some of you. Okay, then we have the Four of Wheels, clarified by the Ace of Cups. And we also have a change in the wind card. This is making me think of the signs Aries and Cancer for some reason. So if you have Aries or Cancer energy, hey. Not all of you though, some of you might. So with the 4 wheels, I feel like some of you guys may be self-sabotaging yourself because you tend to hold your emotions very close to your chest. You tend to be more moody because you don't have an outlet for your emotions. You're just withholding them. So when you have all that energy with like just contained in you, it's like a pressure cooker, and eventually things start to explode. Okay, so you can be very moody. That's kind of what this a change in the wind and the Ace of Cups is giving me, is that 1 minute you're like this and the next minute you're like that. So in a sense, you are self-sabotaging yourself by not having this outlet or telling other people about your emotions and kind of keeping them close to your chest. Okay, then we have the 3 of Swords clarified by the Lovers card and this Mending card. Okay, so some of you guys have a talent for healing relationships or helping other people in their relationships. So maybe like when it comes to these emotional issues I mentioned earlier, you can act as sort of like, and I'm not saying you necessarily have the certifications for this or you went to school for this, but you could be like a sort of like a marriage counselor or something like that, like a relationship expert guru. Okay, so like when your friends have issues in their love lives, you're the person that you already know what's up. You know what I mean? Like you can kind of really look into the situation and be like, actually, friend, this is your fault because you should have did this. You know what I mean? Like you keeps it real and you can kind of help people figure it out when they're having issues in their love lives. Okay, so maybe some of you could become, maybe you need to get on YouTube and do relationship story times or something, or you need to like become a relationship therapist. You need to write a book on relationships. You need to, I don't know. Okay, but I feel like a lot of you, some of you may have had turbulence in your relationships earlier on in life, whether that's from seeing your parents or something, or from your own previous relationships. And so now you have a lot of wisdom and knowledge to share with the world and with other people. But you keep it very close to your chest. So just keep in mind that it's, sometimes therapists need therapists, okay? Sometimes gurus need gurus. So yeah, you don't have to carry this burden alone and only use it to help other people. You can also use it to help yourself. Okay, so the same way I said Aries and Cancer earlier, I do also feel like some of you could have Libra or Capricorn energy as well. But if you're not an Aries, Libra, Capricorn, Cancer, that's okay. But I just feel like some of you may have that energy going on in your chart. Okay, so next I'm going to go look into how can we unlock this energy, unlock our hidden talents even more. I got 5 cards here for how can you unlock your hidden talents even more. So the first one here is building blocks. Okay, so I feel like a lot of you guys, like I said, your foundation as a child could be why you have this talent now, this talent for being able to heal people's relationships and their emotional wounds. Okay, so basically your early foundation could have been a little uneven. So something we need to do here is you need to heal your own foundation. You need to seek healing for the emotional wounds that you have that's allowing you to heal other people. Because, sometimes some of us, we like to give out advice, but we don't actually take our own advice. All right, so we'll be the first ones to tell people, break up with him, okay? He's trash. And yet you're with someone who isn't good for you either. All right, so that's kind of like the energy I'm getting here. So definitely work on healing that foundation, healing childhood wounds, all that kind of stuff. Then we have why. Okay, so asking ourselves, why are we doing certain things? And also not hesitating to seek out extra knowledge. Okay, because I feel like a lot of you, maybe some of you are you notice that this is a gift that you have, but you're not putting in that extra time to gain more information. Okay, whether that's studying how you can start your own business, or if you're interested in psychology, figuring out how you can get a psychology degree or something. Like, you're not putting in that extra time for those of you who want to get like certifications and stuff. But also asking, why did I go through these things earlier on in life? What was the purpose? Realize, and because that'll help you heal the issues you have now, because it's like, you may not even connect that these not necessarily childhood, but these wounds that you have emotionally, you were meant to go through those things so that you could help heal other people. So coming to that realization is also going to help you bring forth that hidden talent even more. Okay, then we have the not for you card. So some of you guys could be in a career. Actually, a lot of you guys could be in a career right now, or making money in a way, or whatever. Or just devoting a lot of attention to things that, they're not really for your highest good, and they're not really here to support strengthening or making it more known that you have this hidden talent. Okay, you're focused on the wrong things. You need to be more focused on this other side of the chessboard. Okay, maybe even the darker side of the chessboard, because this side is, it's white. Okay, and this is kind of like the shadow. This is kind of like that mirror image of like the darker aspects of our personality. So there needs to be some reprioritization if you guys really want to use this hidden talent to elevate your life. Okay, we need to reprioritize what we're paying attention to. And then time for a nap. So also, I do pick up, so we have the Hermit card here, and we have the High Priestess and all that. So I did say earlier, a lot of you guys like to spend time alone. So continue doing that. That's actually very good for you. That's very healing for you. It's a time to really regenerate that energy. So keep on, with the occasional, sometimes isolation, because that's very helpful. Then we have Unfinished Symphony reversed. So I do feel like some of you could actually be channeling your emotional issues into music. Okay, or your own emotional stuff into music, or maybe even the things that people are telling you about their emotional issues, you're channeling that into music as well. But because it's reversed, I do feel like, and it says Unfinished Symphony, I do feel like this is not the only thing you need to be doing. You also need to express your emotions in other ways, not just through music, for those of you who are relating to the musical aspect. Okay, but even if you're not, still, it's important to recognize that you don't have to shut away these things that happened to you in the past. You don't have to shut them into a closet door and kind of just walk away and try to forget it's there. You need to confront these things because it's part of your story. Okay, and that's also why we have this Y card here with this book. That's part of your story, group 1. So make sure there's nothing to be ashamed of in this book of your life. We're confronting these issues, we're healing these issues, all that good stuff. I'm going to pull some more cards on your hidden talents and healing. Okay, so we have past lives and polarity. That flew out. Okay, so again, with the polarity card, that's going back to what I was saying with the not for you, where we have this light side and we have this dark side. So again, healing those emotional issues that you have is going to be very beneficial to you guys in terms of bringing forth your hidden talent and really using it to achieve, potential fame and fortune. And then also your past lives. So a lot of these, again, we did have that higher power reversed card earlier. We do have the High Priestess. We have the Hermit. So I feel like it's definitely possible that some of this emotional intelligence you have, that could be stuff that you're carrying over from a past life, but also the issue you have with not, sharing your own emotional traumas or wounds with other people, whether those are relationship related or not. That's something you're carrying over. So really, honestly, in healing this past life karma, you guys can really unlock this hidden talent and take it to the next level. Okay, and I'm going to see if let me pull one more card. Okay, and then we do have the delight card here as well. It says, count your blessings and enjoy life. Take pleasure in simple things. Always expect the best. Okay, so a lot of you guys, listen, this is very heavy energy. Having this, gift, it can feel very burdensome. Okay, and for some of you, it doesn't even feel like a gift. But, it's important because you do have this heavy energy within you to take pleasure in the simple things and try to have as much enjoyment in life as possible. I'm going to pull from another deck. Okay. We have I am peaceful. Then we have I keep the waters pure. I regard all altars with respect. All right, so for these 3 cards here, sorry, this keeps going out of focus. So for I am peaceful, right? And then also even I keep the waters pure. Again, there's a lot of turbulent energy that's within you guys. All right. And it's like I'm going to use this metaphor again. It's like a pressure cooker. It's going to take time for you to achieve inner peace, but you have to actively work at that through expressing yourself. Okay, so that's key. And then also I keep the waters pure, plus I regard all altars with respect. And then there's some water going on here as well. I feel like this is talking about your home. Okay, so really making sure your home is a place of peace. Okay, anything that is threatening that peace within your home, that means you need to make a change. So if some of you are living in a home that maybe is turbulent for whatever reason, or is just not peaceful, or you don't really love living there, now is the time. This is confirmation that it's time to sort of move to somewhere else, because this energy at your home is key to helping you feel rested and regenerated so that you can go ahead and use your talents to help others. I keep the waters pure. That could also be talking about that trauma that you have, emotional trauma, healing that as well. Okay, group 1. So I hope you enjoyed today's pick a card reading on your hidden talents and how you can achieve your hidden talents that can help you achieve fame and fortune, as well as how can we help unlock those hidden talents even further. So I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I hope to see you again soon. We're going to move on to group number 2. Hello, group 2, and welcome to your pick a card reading on your inner Beyoncé. So we're going to be looking at what hidden talent or talents you have that can bring you fame and fortune, as well as how can we unlock those hidden talents even further. Okay, so I drew some tarot cards, and then I also have some oracle cards here as well, and then we're going to be pulling some more oracle cards later on in the reading from some other decks. So the first group here, we have the 4 of Swords clarified by the Queen of Swords, as well as the Exchanging Gifts card. For me, this is really saying that you guys are really great communicators. Okay, communication is a huge aspect of your hidden talent. So some of you could have leadership potential related to communication as well. So maybe you could be like when you speak, you have authority in your voice. Okay, so even though physically you may not have the most commanding presence, once you start to speak, that's when people are like, oh, I got to listen to what he or she is saying. Okay, so that's an aspect of your talent. And then with the Exchanging Gifts card, to me, this is talking about like debate. So maybe some of you could be good at debating, or you like to exchange ideas with other people. Knowledge and thoughts, communication. Well, that's a huge aspect here. Next we have the 9 of Cups, clarified by the 9 of Wheels, along with the Here and Now card. So for the 9 of Cups and the 9 of Wheels, I feel like you guys are very popular, very likable. You have a lot of like knowledge and wisdom to share with other people, and you do so very freely. Okay, so some of you, your hidden talent could be related to teaching as well. Okay, you have a way of conveying ideas to where, other people don't feel stupid when you say things because you don't speak in like an arrogant manner, but also the things you say just bring a lot of value to other people's lives. So it makes them want to hear you even more.
Okay, and then with the here and now card, I feel like you guys have a lot of experience, you have enough life experience to where you can share this knowledge with other people. Okay, so you have things have happened to you in the past, and you have almost like a second sense for the future. So I'm not saying you're like psychic, but you're good like strategy wise. Like if I do point A, it's going to lead to thing C, which is going to lead to thing F, which is going to lead me back to thing D. So you kind of have like a sense of how the future is going to go based on your actions, which is why you can come off very lucky in life. And why when you speak, it's so like you're saying things that are useful and intelligent. Okay, so I feel like some of you guys could be teachers, you guys could be like politicians, business people, social justice people, Okay. Next, for this group, we have the Justice card clarified by the Six of Wheels, also clarified by the Message in a Bottle card. I feel like you guys were either taught at a young age, the importance of being kind to other people, helping other people, or you could have a background that in general that just makes you want to do stuff like that. So for example, let's say and this is just an example, but let's say you grew up in poverty. Okay, so now as an adult, or as an older person, one of your goals in life is to help eradicate poverty as much as possible, or to close the wealth gap, or something like that. Like your previous experiences as a child, and they're not saying these experiences have to be negative, but your previous experience as a child has informed the way you move forward as an adult, and the things that you really put energy into, and the things you care about. And so now you're sort of dedicated to helping to resolve these sorts of issues. Okay, and then with Message in a Bottle, again, you just have a lot of knowledge to share on this topic. So I do feel like some of you could be into social justice. Some of you could want to be lawyers, like something to do with human rights or something like that. It could also even be environmental rights. Like if some of you are really into like cleaning the ocean, or like getting rid of plastic or something like that, or helping animals. I think some of you may be able to relate to that as well. And then we have the Lover's card reversed, clarified by the Page of Wands. Also clarified by the Change in the Wind Oracle card. Okay, so even though you guys could have a lot of knowledge to share, I do also feel like some of you could have issues with coming across as too harsh, and it like turns people off. Like the way you deliver your message can be too barbed, like barbed wire. That's what I mean by barbed. Too sharp, like it like turns people off in a way. So it's almost like when you speak, you may have like very polarizing views, or you may just be the type of person who like people either like love you or they don't like, or they hate you. Kinda. Yeah, and that's why I feel like the Change of Wands is... change of Wands. A change in the wind could be here too with what I said earlier about being polarizing. It's like, whichever way the wind blows. Depending on how you deliver the message, things can go right or things can go left. Okay. But yeah, with the Page of Wands, I feel like this is... this is saying to not get discouraged by that, because maybe some of you may feel like... I feel like most of you don't care, but some of you may feel like, okay, do I need to say things a certain way to not offend people? But with the Page of Wands, I feel like the Page of Wands is saying you can still, you just need to kind of keep it pushing. Like, some people are going to get it. Some people are not going to get it. That's their business. Just deliver the message however it feels comfortable to you, as long as it's not harmful or hurtful to anyone. Harmful in the sense that you're not saying something ignorant. You know what I'm saying? So again, I feel like with you guys, I'm picking up on teaching, activism, whether that's like human rights or like environmental activism or animal activism or something. Did I say teaching? Teaching, strategy, sharing your opinion with others, And you can use all of those skills in one job, technically. So don't feel like it's like either I'm a business strategist or I'm a human rights activist. You can use strategy in activism too. Okay, now I'm gonna look into how we can unlock these hidden talents. So I pulled a few cards here on how you can unlock your hidden talents. I'm gonna go through them one by one. First, we have the here and now card appearing. Okay, so even though I said earlier, some of you guys may have a good sense of the future because you're maybe a good strategist and you use your past experiences to inform, your opinions that you have now and how you share them and deliver them. I do feel like there could be a few of you who also, even though you have this skill, you're still worried about the future and you're worried about, if I say this other thing is going to happen and then maybe people won't like that. So I feel like this card is saying focus on the present and don't worry too much about how your hidden talent is going to work in the future. Like focus on like how you could help people today because of your hidden talent, not necessarily like, oh, if I do this then my family won't approve, or if I do this then I'm gonna lose friends or something. Just kind of focus on like the point of the things you're saying and your skills and how your talent can help other people. Now with the yin card being reversed, I think some of you okay, like I said, some of you could be very popular or just know a lot of people, and maybe you like to spend a lot of time relaxing and luxuriating, but I feel like this is saying you need to maybe focus more on your yang energy, which is more action oriented. Like a lot of you have this skill, but you're kind of sleeping on it. And maybe that's also why the Four of Swords showed up in your reading. Like you have these thoughts and you have this ability to say things, but you're just asleep. Like you're just like chilling at home, watching Netflix or something. Like you're not really not putting your money where your mouth is, but you're not really taking action on this talent, and that's part of the issue here. Then with come to the edge, again, a lot of you guys are not taking action on your talents, and you need to go ahead and take these risks and step forward and move into your passion, because this is something you're very passionate about. All right, and this is something that you're cool with doing for free because it emotionally fulfills you, and so you just need to sort of act on that. All right. And then with milk and honey, I feel like that's confirmation that this stuff like fills you up. Like this elephant is having a good old time. Elephants are very wise. You guys have a lot of knowledge. He's bathing in milk and honey. And you could be too. Metaphorically, of course. Bathing in milk and honey, if you shared your wisdom with the world and shared what you had to say, didn't worry too much about, are people going to like me anymore if I say that? Are people going to be offended? Like, this is a skill you have that needs nurturing, but you just need to move forward. You need to take action on it and stop chilling. So I pulled some more cards here. We have rebirth, strength, and freedom. So with the rebirth card, it says reinvent yourself, give life to your dreams, create a new reality. So again, a lot of you guys need to just keep, take that action to really bring that hidden talent to light and make it not make it public, but just sharing with others, this passion you have, this skill you have. With rebirth, I also feel like maybe a lot of people who don't necessarily know that you have this skill. Okay, so in a sense, it feels like a rebirth. It feels daunting to like be like, hey, I'm into environmental activism or whatever it is. But you shouldn't be daunted by that. You should move forward with confidence. Okay? Then strength. Okay, this challenge will make you stronger. You will get through to the other side. Look for the gifts in this situation. So again, there's no need to shy away from this talent. There's no need to keep it hidden. Any issues you go through is going to be a learning lesson. It's going to make you stronger. Okay? Because a lot of the times when you are speaking your opinion and you're outspoken, you could face backlash because other people don't agree with you and they might attack you and all this other stuff. And their arguments may not even be logical, or you could say the wrong thing sometimes. But as long as you move forward, learning, this new lesson for if you say something ignorant, for example, and someone has to correct you. As long as you move forward knowing, okay, I can't say that anymore because that's offensive to this group, or that means this, and I didn't know that, but now I know that, so I'm gonna move forward being a smarter person. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's get into that. And then with freedom, live wild and free, choose your freedom, claim your independence. Okay, so don't be bogged down by your relationships with other people and feeling like you have to act a certain way in order for them to rock with you or be with you. You can do whatever you want because it's your life. Okay, as Tabitha Brown says, that's your business. Okay, so if you want to be outspoken, be outspoken. Finally, I'm gonna pull some more cards. Okay, 4 cards flew out, so we're gonna go through each one at a time. So the first card that came out is I affirm that all life is sacred. So again, I do feel like a lot of you guys are into like human rights, environmental, animal rights, like making sure that there is justice for all. Okay, caring about other people, other organisms, you're affirming that all life is sacred. All right, then we have I spread. Okay, so a lot of you guys, like I said, sometimes your opinions can be polarizing, or some people may disagree with you, but overall, you do have the ability to, spread the wealth metaphorically, in the sense that you like sharing experiences with friends and things like that. So that's important to hold on to with this talent that you have, is that you can be very likable to people. Okay, so maybe even some of you could be politicians or something. Then we have I advance through my own abilities, as well as I live in truth. Okay, so this is more affirmation that you guys need to just be your truest self, not worry about what other people think. This is something that's going to help you on multiple levels, not just like fame and fortune wise, but also in terms of your mental health and your physical health, all that stuff. The more you live in truth, the more your life will flourish, and you're going to attract more beautiful, amazing experiences. So I hope you guys enjoyed this pick a card reading on your hidden talents that can bring you fame and fortune, and how you can unlock those talents, aka your inner Beyoncé. So I hope to see you again on my channel some other time, and I'm going to move on to group number 3. Hello, group number 3, and welcome to your inner Beyoncé reading, where we're going to be looking at what are your hidden talents that could bring you fame and fortune, as well as what can we do to unlock those hidden talents. So we're going to be starting out with the tarot, and then I also pulled some oracle cards for hidden talents, and then later I'm going to pull even more oracle cards. Okay, so for this group, we got most groups I've been pulling 8 cards, but this group got a bonus tarot card that flew out. So I'm just going to go through each group one by one. So first we have the Hanged Man, clarified by the Ace of Wands. So with the Hanged Man, I feel like some of you have had some unorthodox life experiences. So maybe you grew up in a restrictive religion, or you could have grown up, you could have lived in 5 countries by the time you were 18. Like, you could have had some unorthodox life experiences that now give you a very unique perspective on life that you can channel through art or what have you. Okay, so you're channeling your unique experiences into art that is unique. For some of you, even if you didn't have an unorthodox life, you could have had a life that felt very... Unorthodox doesn't have to be extreme. It could just be like, I don't know, you could have just grown up feeling misunderstood, or you could just grown up feeling like not normal. But the Ace of Wands clarifying the Hangman, this is talking about that this is like one of your strengths. This is something that's going to help you achieve notoriety. Okay, because the Wands, that's kind of like fire energy, and out of all the elements, fire is probably the most flashy, right? Because it's fire, air, water, earth. Fire is the most flashy element. So these experiences are something that's gonna like benefit you in the long run. Okay, and then this was also clarified by the Unfinished symphony card. All right. So to me, this is talking about like all of these experiences you had. There was a point to them, but we're just haven't gotten there yet. Maybe you haven't realized what the point is. But it's going to be something fantastic, because with a symphony, right, with like a music, sometimes songs, they start out slow and then they build and build and build. So we're like at that point where we're like in that slow or that early build for you, but we're going to crescendo on up to this Ace of Wands point where it's like, okay, I see everything I went through. That's helping me now, because now I can, sing songs about things that were unique or whatever, or paint in a way that is or paint paintings that are unique. Unfinished Symphony can be about being a musician or just doing more of like an artsy, having fame for like artsy things. Okay, music, paintings, or designing things. I don't know. I don't think it's going to be writing. I think it's going to be more visual stuff or music, just based on these other cards that I'm seeing here. But yeah. Okay, let's get into these other cards. Now we have the Empress reversed, clarified by the Queen of Wands, and the Poised card. Okay, so look at these cards are so flashy. They are so hello, look at me. So for the Empress, I'm interpreting this as like visually stunning, visually attention grabbing. I feel like it's blocked for you guys because it is reversed. So there's like an inner Queen of Wands within you. So a lot of you could have this inner or future confidence, commands attention, energy about you. And poise is here too to really hammer that home. But it's just being blocked right now. Okay, so you're not all the way there. So this may be a hidden talent that you don't even know you have. Which is why it's hidden. That's what hidden means, Sarah. But some people know they're they become more aware of their hidden talents, even if they don't necessarily think it's a talent. But I feel like y'all really don't know that you have this. And then also with the Hanged Man, there's something like graceful about the way our friend here is hanging upside down. So I feel like there could be like a beauty or grace to you. And that's why I feel like this talent is something visual. Okay, so whether that is a visual art, or maybe some of you could be good at modeling, or you could be, the next beauty guru, okay, the next Jackie Aina or something, like something beauty. I want to look at this related. That's what you guys are giving me. Okay, very graceful. Maybe even dancing. Some of you guys could be good dancers. Then we have the Magician, clarified by the Six of Wands, clarified by the Milk and Honey card. Okay, so the Magician here, this is somebody who they are capable of doing anything that they want. You guys have a lot of power. I feel like, this is group 3, so I've done 2 other groups. I feel like out of all the groups I've gotten, this is going to be the one that's the most famous, like achieves fame on a wider scale compared to groups 1 and 2. I don't know, man. This is just saying you could really do anything. You guys have a lot of power and you just don't even know it. With the Six of Wands being under here, this card is a card of victory. Okay, but this person is alone. So I feel like you guys, on your journey to uncover your hidden talent or really show this hidden talent more, you're gonna lose a lot of people. Like a lot of people in your life, they're not meant to go with you all the way on this journey. And this is part of the reason, like a lot of you guys, like I said earlier, you grew up feeling alien or other. That's partially because a lot of these people who are in your life now, they're just not meant to stay there. Okay, so they're going to be there for a reason, and you'll see what the reason is later. But by the time you achieve more notoriety, potentially, you'll find that some of these people have fallen off. Okay, for whatever reason. And then for Milk and Honey, again, you guys just have a lot of personal power. Okay, there's like a lot of magical, I can do anything and achieve whatever I want vibe going on here. Milk and Honey can also be quite luxurious. Do you know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of like body washes and soaps that are like milk and honey scented. So again, going back to the whole beauty thing, I do feel like some of you guys could be very beautiful, which helps you achieve fame and notoriety and all that stuff, or is a part of your talent. or you could be involved in a beauty related thing, or something that involves getting attention because of the way you look. Did I mention fashion before? Even fashion. Then we have the Five of Cups, clarified by the moon and the fates. So again, the Five of Cups is a card of like regret and losing things and whatever. But I just feel like this person is sad because look, these are his friends that could not come with him on the journey. The journey, but he has this one cup. So it's like this cup is your talent and who you're meant to be. And then this is like all the things that are going to fall out of your life because you're moving into the energy of this cup. All right. So you're going to lose a lot of stuff. And this is going to be like an emotionally transformative experience for you. But you're meant to go through this. This is like part of your life path. All right. And then finally, we have the Eight of Wheels here, which was the extra bonus card I was talking about before. So I feel like this is saying y'all need to go ahead and put in that work. Okay. You need to go ahead and get started on making this dream a reality, whether that's, starting your little beauty guru channel, starting working on your fashion line, making your jewelry. Yep. That's what I'm getting from that card. I feel like for most of you, this talent is not just going to be like, oh, I'm pretty. I feel like for most of you, it's going to be like something that involves your hands. Okay. So like I said, makeup, making clothes, making jewelry, painting something, playing music on a piano, something that's involving your hands that is visual, except for music is not visual, but you know what I mean? Or even dancing, like I said before. How can group 3 unlock their hidden talents? Did I mention singing as a talent? I said music. Singing too. Okay, so group number 3, I pulled some more cards here on how to unlock this hidden talent. I'm going to go through them one by one. So first we have Loyal Heart reversed. So again, not everybody is meant to come with you on this journey to unlock your hidden talent. I feel like some people in your life may actually be holding you back, and they may not necessarily be holding you back in the sense that they're telling you, oh, you're bad at this talent, but they could just be holding you back because, you're just, I don't know, something about them, their energy is like not allowing you to move into this Eight of Wheels, putting in the work energy for whatever reason. So maybe they're just taking up a lot of your time that you could be devoting to yourself, or they could be secretly wishing for your downfall. I don't know, but there's just something about them that's the energy of them is not aligning with the energy of your gift. Okay, and then with the TikTok card, I feel like this is a skill that's going to take time to build up on. Okay, so if you're for example, if you're a jewelry maker, okay, your first couple pieces might not look that great compared to your 100th piece. Okay, so just practicing, putting in the time to build up this skill. I feel like for most of you guys, it's going to be a skill that you need to work on. That's going to take time to work on. It's going to take discipline and consistency. Like you just need to kind of just keep going, but eventually it will pay off. It's just something that's not necessarily going to be like immediate. It's not like you're going to make one necklace and then go on Instagram and be like getting 100,000 followers. Like this is going to take some time to really hone in on. Okay, then with the Breathe card, like I said, you guys are about to go through like an emotional transformation in order to unlock this hidden talent. So this card, I think, is just reminding you to sort of take that time to be alone, to breathe, to pause, to calm down and just relax, because it's going to be a whirlwind, sis. It's going to be a whirlwind. And, even when you put in work, it is also important to take breaks and take time to just be. Truth be told, this talent you have, like the way this the way this owl is opening this window to their soul. Okay, like this skill you have is opening the window to your soul. So you have to be very truthful to yourself and who you are as a person, because people are going to start to see things in your art or whatever you're creating or expressing yourself that they may not see normally, okay, if they just know you casually. So be ready to confront these other parts of yourself and also share them with other people, because that's part of your journey into unlocking your hidden talent. So these two cards flew out. We got growth and intuition. Okay, so the growth card says, seek out a mentor or guide. Take baby steps as you grow. Be willing to learn from others. So again, like I said, with this 8 of wheels, with this TikTok, this is something that's going to take time. Right now, y'all are like little baby unicorns. You know, maybe you can't even fly yet. You're going to get there eventually. It just takes time and dedication and practice. Then with intuition, listen to the whispers of your heart. Use divination tools to help you decide. Trust your intuition no matter what. Okay, so for some of you guys, you need to use your intuition to decide, you know, who needs to be in your life, who's aligning with the energy of who you want to be, to decide, you know, what things to put time and energy into in terms of your craft. Okay, you know, this card talks about a mentor or a guide. Maybe some of you need to use your intuition to pick a mentor or guide, you know, if that person comes into your life or whatever. So just tapping into this emotional intuition side of you. You know, we did get the moon card earlier. That could be something that's going to help you a lot in your journey. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Using your intuition more often and tapping into that. Pull some last few cards. So the first card we have here is I follow my inner guidance. And the second card is I regard all altars with respect. Okay, so I follow my inner guidance. That goes back to using your intuition when it comes to making decisions. Your intuition is going to be the best tool here, because this is coming up again. Your intuition is going to be the best tool here to help you decide how to move forward in unlocking your hidden talent and growing your hidden talent. Okay, trust that before you trust your logical mind, before you trust what other people think you should do. Go back to your intuition first. Then with I regard all altars with respect. You know, if you have an altar in your house, that's great. I don't really feel like that's what this is for. I feel like this is talking about like your workspace, like where you are working on your craft. So for example, if you have like a table where you make your music or where you create your jewelry, for example, making sure that you have that space that is a sacred space. People are not, you know, coming in and also messing that space up. For example, if you share a room with someone, okay, and they're putting their stuff on your work desk, like that's a problem. You know what I'm saying? So just making sure that that space is not cluttered with unnecessary junk to distract you so that you can really focus on your talent and building that. Like that's going to be key as well. Okay, group number 3. So I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. I hope it helped you, you know, figure out what your hidden talent is and how you can unlock it even further. Thanks for watching this video. See you later. Hello, group number 4. Welcome to the Pick a Card reading on your inner Beyoncé. Today we are going to be asking what hidden talents or talent you have that could lead to fame and fortune, as well as what can we do to unblock this talent that you have. By we, I mean you. Okay, so first I drew some tarot cards and some oracle cards, and then we're going to pull some more oracle cards as we go through the reading. But first, let's get into each group. So the first couple cards we have here, we have the Hermit, clarified by the Page of Cups, and the Deep Knowing. So I feel like for this group, this is a very spiritual group. Okay, so for the Hermit card, Page of Cups, Deep Knowing. So a lot of you guys get a lot of have a lot of insights. You may be claircognizant, which is the gift of spiritual knowing. So you just be knowing things. And you don't know how you know them, but you do. Okay, you just get a lot of insights. You have the gift of being able to listen, not physically, but in a spiritual way, as in like you're getting messages, you're getting downloads. But this gift you have is very subtle. Like it's not super developed yet because we do have the Page of Cups. It's not like the King of Cups, which is like you're an expert more so. This is more like something that can be nurtured to become even stronger. Okay, and then with the Hermit also, it means you have a talent for sort of understanding the depths of life, like more taboo subjects or subjects people don't want to talk about, whether that's like mysticism or like mysticism is in like astrology or something, or tarot cards. You know, you may have a very like Scorpio eighth house quality to you. Not saying you have to be a Scorpio, but you may have just have that vibe going for you. Okay. Then next we have the Six of Cups, clarified by Temperance and Breathe. So this is again reinforcing you're getting messages from other like spiritual beings, right? Because when we have the Six of Cups, it's like an older person, maybe like a grandmother or something, you know, taking care of this younger person's hair. So it's like family. So this is something that's like in your family, or you're getting messages from like your spirit guides or people who have passed on in your family. So they can be ancestors, can be people you've met before or never met when they were alive, blah, blah, blah. Temperance being here as well. This is talking about healing. Okay, so you have a healing quality to you as well, where the messages you're getting can heal others. Okay, or bring more balance to other people's lives. All right, and we have Breathe, which is kind of like this person's in like a meditative pose. So again, you're hearing things, not literally, you can maybe, but you're hearing, you're understanding things. You have this knowledge that you don't know how you have it, but if channeled in the correct way, you can use it to heal other people. I also feel like some of you maybe could be good at Reiki, which is like energy work. You can Google that, Reiki. Actually, also with this Temperance card here, this old man, he's holding one cup, but he's kind of ignoring, he's not necessarily holding this one. So this again says to me that you guys, this is not a skill that you are fully aware of or have fully mastered yet. Like this is something that is kind of unnurtured currently. Okay, then we have the Ace of Swords, clarified by the Seven of Cups and the Chop Wood card. So to me, the Seven of Cups card is a card of some confusion. Okay, and it's here with the Ace of Swords. So you may want to speak about these gifts that you, not these gifts, these messages you're getting, or share knowledge about these messages you're getting, but you're very confused about how to do that. Or when you speak, it's like you feel like you don't express yourself properly. Because Seven of Cups kind of gives me like a Neptune vibe, and it gives me confusion. So you're just confused about how to channel this Ace of Swords energy. Okay, but with the Chop Wood card, I feel like this is saying you just need to take action. Okay, because the more you think about it, the more paralyzed you're gonna get. You just need to once you take action, it'll come naturally to you what you should be doing. Or you may make mistakes, and that's okay. You could just try something else. But just thinking about it is kind of paralyzing you. Also, the Seven of Cups could be talking about your inner potential. Like there's a lot of things here that could be in store for you in the future if you were to really step into this Ace of Swords energy, which is about communicating these messages that you're getting. Okay, because we did have the Hermit card before, so I feel like right now this is just something you keep to yourself. It's not something that's expressed outwardly to your friends or your family members. For the most part, it's just kind of like you may know about it or not, but you don't really share it with people. And don't be afraid to also express these things in a multitude of ways. Like if you don't feel like you have to be pigeonholed into doing one thing. For example, if you're a spiritual person and you want to get into tarot, but you're also interested in like crystals, but you're also interested in like Reiki, like don't be afraid to get into multiple cups, because it's talking about you having a lot of potential here in terms of spreading this gift. And don't feel like you only have to be on YouTube and Instagram. Like, if you want to try TikTok, there's potential there, okay? But you have to put in the work. You have to take action. That's what Chopwood is about. And then finally, we have the Eight of Wands, clarified with the Ace of Wands reversed. And the Between Worlds card here as well. With Between Worlds, I feel like the physical world, that's like your Eight of Wands energy. Or actually, I feel like your Eight of Wands energy is more in like the spiritual world. And your Ace of Wands energy is more in the physical world. Okay, so this is you with Ace of Wands. It's you like not taking action. The Eight of Wands is you having this communication with the spiritual world. Okay, so we need to figure out a way to bring balance to these two sides of you, because we want to be action oriented in both sides of life, because that's kind of what's keeping you from spreading this talent that you have. Okay, it's also talking about you having other talents. Like, I feel like you guys have other gifts that you're more focused on, but this wand here, like there's 8 wands, right? There's one wand that's just kind of like not being acted upon. And then that's this gift we're talking about here, which is like your spiritual gift. So it's saying there's a lot of potential here. It's just that you're not putting in the action behind it to really grow it and spread it and let other people know that you have this gift. Okay, so this is confirmation that you need to sort of grab this wand and get moving on that. All right, now I'm going to pull some oracle cards on how we can unlock this hidden talent, even though I kind of started talking about that already. We're going to see if there's any other messages coming through about that. All right, so we have 4 cards here for group 4 on how we can unlock this hidden talent. So first we have regeneration. Okay, so again, some of you guys have this Scorpio 8th house quality to you, because Scorpio represents rebirth, aka regeneration. So you have the ability to not only regenerate yourself, but also help regenerate others or initiate regeneration within others, right? Because you guys, you have this Hermit quality, Page of Cups. You're getting messages from the spiritual world. So you know when it's time to, change things about yourself or clean up house or whatever. And through that, you can also tell, when other people come to you for help, you can give them that word, say things to them that help them realize that they need to regenerate parts of themselves and, clean up parts of their life as well. Okay, so you need to continue to lean into this regeneration. If you haven't already, I don't think many of you have been fighting it. I think most of you kind of this is just how life is for you. Your life has just been chapters on chapters. But yeah, just keep getting into that, but also realize that you have the potential to ignite a change within other people as well. Then we have the Poised card reversed. This to me is saying you may not have the confidence currently in your spiritual gifts, okay? Because you just know things. There's no tangible evidence to prove how you know things. It's just very woo-woo in the air, and then that makes you feel unconfident, okay? It makes you feel like, is what I'm saying is that even correct? Like, how do I know this? Okay, so you need to gain more confidence in the spiritual gift that you have. So practicing is going to help a lot, right? So continue to meditate, because we do have the Breathe card that appeared again. Continue, practicing meditation on a daily basis. Okay, pulling tarot cards for yourself on a daily basis or for other people. And giving readings. Okay, just practicing using your intuition and using your spiritual gifts is going to help you feel more confident, as well as perhaps doing some, work on your solar plexus chakra, just whatever you need to do to just feel like, I got this, instead of like, I don't know what I think the cards are saying, but I don't really, and also do the words that you're saying to yourself, because there is power in your words. Group 4, we do have the Ace of Swords here. And like I said, you can regenerate things within other people or inspire people to regenerate parts of their lives. Your words have power. So the words you say to yourself, those also have power. So just make sure you're speaking words of positivity and confidence. Okay. When you look in the mirror and you're pulling cards for yourself, don't be like, I suck at this. You know what I mean? Like, make sure you're saying uplifting things. Right. And then with the tribe reversed, I feel like some of you, again, you're not sharing this gift with other people. Like, most people in your life don't necessarily know that you have these abilities. But they could actually help you. Like, there might be other people in your life or people who are meant to come into your life who are more in touch with their spiritual gifts as well, or interested in that kind of stuff. And they can help you unlock this part of yourself. So don't be afraid to share things with people. Of course, some people might not get it and they may not even want to be your friend anymore. That's okay. But, being your truest self, that's going to help you unlock this gift even more. So please lean into that. And we already went over the breathe card, meditate, you know what I'm saying? Take time for yourself, connect with the spiritual world, thank your ancestors, thank your spirit guides, all that stuff. Now I'm going to pull even more cards. So we got 2 cards that fell out here. We have imagination and magic. So imagination says, envision a new reality. Give yourself permission to dream, believe in unlimited possibilities. So I feel like this is going back to the 7 of Cups we had earlier for you guys. So there's a lot of potential here, unlimited possibilities. Don't feel like you have to close yourself off from certain things just because you choose to go in one specific direction. Okay, because maybe you're meant to, be on 5 different platforms instead of 2, talking about these spiritual insights that you have. Okay, and being able to heal other people through these spiritual gifts. Okay, so it doesn't necessarily mean you have to be I use tarot as an example. You don't necessarily have to be a tarot reader. You can just be or be a Reiki person or whatever. Like, you can also just be somebody who, there's like people who do girl talk videos on YouTube talking about advice on relationships, advice on career. Like, you could be that, even just that type of person as well. So, don't feel closed off from what you can do with these gifts. Don't feel like you have to take the typical pattern. There may be the typical journey. There may be like an alternate path that you can take as well. Then with magic, make a wish, believe in miracles. Magic surrounds you. So again, you're very connected to the spiritual world. And that means you're able to, potentially manifest things easier than others because you're so connected and in tune. You know how to ask for things. Or you could have the potential, if you tap into that side of yourself, to ask for things that you want and get them easier than other people. So I pulled 3 cards for you guys here. So I'm going to go through them one by one. First, we have I speak with good intent. So like I said before, you guys need to work on speaking positive words over yourself. Okay, because if you don't do that, it's not going to help you build up the confidence you have to really share this hidden talent you have with other people and with the world. Then we have I act respectfully of others. Okay, so that means taking others into consideration, speaking words of kindness. Okay, so with I act respectfully of others, this card kind of has like a mirror image thing going for it. So this is going back to your confidence again. I feel as though for this group, you treat other people with kindness, but you don't necessarily treat yourself with kindness. And this is a problem. This is making things go out of balance. So it's important that the same love or joy you show other people, you also show that positivity and love towards yourself. Because when things are out of balance, you may actually attract the wrong sort of people. And that may be why the tribe card here was reversed as well. Okay, and then with I give offerings that are genuine. This card, it's kind of like an echo, right? Like you're putting it like a beacon to the universe. Okay, so again, this is going back to what I said. You have the power to manifest things into your reality as long as you have this confidence, okay, and this positivity around you, and you're not attached to the outcome of the what you're asking for. You're open to what could happen, the potential possibilities, right? Like we were saying with the Seven of Cups and with that imagination card, the possibilities. Things are going to happen for you. Okay, so just make sure you're embodying all of these different things so that you can really bring this hidden talent, the hidden talent to light. Okay, group 4, I hope you enjoyed your reading on your inner Beyoncé. I hope you come back to my channel and watch a few other of my readings, and I will see you again some other time. Hello, group 4, and welcome to your pick a card reading on your inner Beyoncé, where we're going to be looking at what is your hidden talent that could bring you potentially fame and fortune, as well as what can we do to help unlock those hidden talents. Okay, so I've pulled a few tarot cards and some oracle cards as well, and as the reading goes on, I'm going to pull a few more oracle cards to get even more clarification. So first up here, we have the Emperor card clarified by the Ten of Swords, as well as the Here and Now cards. Okay, so I feel like many of you are entering a period of really trying to unlock your hidden talent presently. Okay, so you had a period of time where you were more whatchamacallem, you were more critical and analytical of yourself, but now you're past that and you're ready to take some action and ready to really put in the work to make your dreams come true. Okay, so this is why the Emperor is showing up here, is that you know your hidden talent already, I think a lot of you, and you're getting ready to put in that action, okay, to make it more well known to other people. And that's why the Here and Now card is here, because it's talking about present day. I feel like many of you could have a lot of leadership potential, a lot of leadership qualities to you. A lot of you want to be in charge and sort of potentially even own your own business as opposed to working for other people. You feel like working for other people stifles you and kills your creativity and is just not true to who you are. You're really over it. A lot of you have a lot of you have a good work ethic and you have a lot of determination within you, because both of these cards kind of indicate like battle, especially the Ten of Swords. The Emperor is kind of like recuperated and he's ready to go back into battle. So I feel like you have gone through a lot in the past with this Ten of Swords energy, and now you're moving forward here presently as the Emperor. Okay, next we have the Six of Swords, clarified by the King of Wands, Wheels, and the Orphaned card. Okay, so again, this to me is talking about leadership skills, being in charge, because you're sort of leading this child here. With the King of Wheels clarifying the Six of Swords, I do feel like many of you have a King of Wheels energy to you, where you are very financially focused, as well as focused on your resources and your knowledge, particularly when it comes to your communication. So with the Orphan card here, I also think many of you, or some of you, could have fought this leadership potential. Like you could have been the type of person who, for example, if there's a group of people and you're all working on a project, you'll let someone else lead, but behind the scenes, you're kind of doing all the work. Okay, so in a way, you're not stepping into that leadership pattern. This could have been an old energy or a current one for some of you, but this is more of like I'm just going to keep my mouth shut, and then when things start to go awry, you step in and you embody this King of Wheels, where you're like, okay, you're organized, you have a strong work ethic, you're like ready to get stuff done. Okay, and so you sort of end up becoming the the leader by proxy, but you're not the leader in title. You're not the official leader, which is annoying for you. Okay, you don't like that. Next, we have the Page of Wheels clarified by the Queen of Wands. And we have Message in a Bottle. Okay, so with the Page of Wheels here, you guys have a lot to offer in terms of dealing with topics around earth energy. So finances, schooling, you guys may be could be good at teaching, assets, resources. Like, you have a lot of information there, but it's the Page of Wheels. So, and it's Message in a Bottle. So this information is being bottled up right now. You just need to learn to have more confidence in yourself to step up and deliver this information and to step into this leadership role that you're meant to have. Because right now you'd rather stifle it and sort of appear like a Page of Wheels at first before you step into that King of Wheels. And then you end up stepping into this King of Wheels energy later on when the person who's supposed to be in charge isn't doing their job properly or whatever. Okay, or maybe the project doesn't need a leader, but you just sort of step into that role anyway. Okay, but Message in a Bottle, again, this is just like, you have information, but it's closed off to other people. You're just keeping it to yourself because you're emotionally not, you're just not confident enough in your ability to share it with others or to sound smart or what have you. Like, you're someone who is, you pay attention to your reputation and how you appear to other people. And so you don't want to sabotage that by saying the wrong thing. So you'd rather just keep your mouth shut when really you have a lot to offer here. Then finally, we have the Five of Wands clarified by the Tower, as well as Never Ending Story. Okay, so with Five of Wands and the Tower, right? Like, Five of Wands, this is a card of like chaos within relationships, like people fighting and things like that, people clashing. So this could be for you guys, again, you have the ability to lead others and create order and clarity in a space of confusion and chaos. Okay, because the Tower card is here. But with Never Ending Story, it's just like, this is you right now. Like, or if you're one of the people who hasn't become aware of this talent and isn't stepping into the energy of it, you're just kind of like feeling down about yourself. You're eventually going to step into this leadership for sure, because we do have this time here, this theme of time, Never Ending Story. So eventually we're going to get there. But right now, you're just kind of like, I don't know if I'm capable, but yet you've shown time and time again that you are. It's just, are you going to step in when the house is burning down, or are you just going to step in from the beginning and become that leader? Okay, now I'm going to pull some more oracle cards on how you can unlock your leadership, or how you can unlock your hidden talents. So I pulled 4 more cards on how you can unlock your hidden talents, but real quick, I just want to come back to the Five of Wands and the Tower. With the Tower being underneath the Five of Wands, I feel like you guys need to reshape your how you think of your relationships with other people and how you think of the way you relate to others, because that's influencing why you feel like you can't lead them, or you don't want to step in immediately to lead people. Okay, so we need to do some regeneration around this idea of how you relate to other people. Yeah, because that part of your life is, I'm thinking, a little more wounded. Maybe some traumatic experiences there. First card we have here for how we can unlock our hidden talents is the Fates card. So I feel like some of you guys need to do some prayer, okay? Or you need to ask for guidance in terms of feeling more confident and stepping into the leadership role that you want. I feel like if you ask, you will receive some answers and some clarification. And also this Fates card here is telling me that this is eventually going to happen to you, guaranteed. It's just that this is a phase. This, like, if your hidden talent is more locked up currently, this is just a phase, but eventually you're going to be able to unlock it because it's part of your path, part of your journey. Then we have Treasure Island. Okay, so again, you guys have a lot of knowledge that could help other people. It's just not, you're not allowing others to access this information. It's almost like you've built up a moat around an island where this treasure is located. Okay, so you'd rather keep it to yourself unless absolutely necessary because you're not feeling like you can say things. But as a leader, because you have this leadership quality, you have the ability to inspire trust in other people. People want to follow you. People feel like you're capable. So you just need to be able to sort of, let people get on the island. Basically where this information, this leadership potential is located. Okay, message of the bottle is coming back again to say that things are bottled up. There's a moat of emotions that we need to get over, okay? And then the to be fair card, exactly what you put in is what you're going to get out of it, okay? So if you put in, you guys are putting in a lot of work, but you're not putting in a lot of work. You're not, it feels unfair to you that you aren't the leader in title, but you're putting in all this work, okay? So you need to be putting yourself in opportunities where you can be the project manager, okay? You're the one managing everyone else. That is your title. That is your role. So it's almost like you have to create these opportunities for yourself, either by switching jobs or starting your own business or talking to your manager or something and saying, hey, I want to be in charge of projects. Like there's some type of ownership and accountability here with this card that you need to take responsibility for, why you are feeling the way you're feeling right now and to step into a better role for yourself. Okay, now I'm going to pull some more cards. Okay, so I pulled 3 cards here. So the first one we have is magic. It says, make a wish, believe in miracles, magic surrounds you. So again, you guys need to ask for what you want. Okay, if you put the intention out there that you want to have more leadership opportunities and you want to have more confidence in yourself, it will come. It's just that you're not asking for it, okay? But somebody's up there listening. So, okay, then we have the friendship card, which says, seek out your soul family. Surround yourself with positive people. Spend more time socializing. So this is talking about, again, you not feeling capable of stepping into that leadership potential. Okay, so this is saying there's more opportunity here for you to make connections if you would just step out of your shell. Okay, if you were to feel more capable, you would actually make more friends as opposed to just keeping things bottled up inside. All right, so it's just remaining open and to the challenges of life and stepping into who you really want to be. That's going to help you a lot with developing closer bonds. And then we have the healer card. You have powerful healing abilities. Have faith in your abilities. Stay true to your path as a healer. Okay, so many leaders are healers. That's why a lot of people look to leaders to become their mentors or to teach them how to do certain things. And so there's a healer quality to you. Okay, whether you're healing somebody's, let's say if this has to do with you being a leader in terms of like in a financial industry. Okay, you can heal somebody's financial situation because of the knowledge that you have. So it doesn't necessarily have to be like you're a doctor or you're like a spiritual healer. It could also just mean like you are helping someone to fix something because of the skills you have. So don't be afraid to step into that path and that ability that you intrinsically, is that the right word? That you have on the inside of you, okay? Finally, we are going to pull a few more cards here. The 2 cards I drew here, last 2 cards I drew here for group 5 is I give blessings and I do good. Okay, so this is just confirmation. I feel like these are pretty self-explanatory. This is just confirmation that you have a lot to offer here, even whether it's healing, leading, sharing knowledge, because you have the intention of doing the best or of doing good for others and for yourself and for, whoever you're working for, whether that's yourself or other people. You're going to receive blessings for yourself and as well as giving blessings to others. Okay, so please do not doubt your abilities. Have confidence, and you guys are going to go quite far. So group 5, thank you for watching this reading on your inner Beyonce. I hope I was able to help you, and I hope you feel free to check out some of my other pick a card readings on my channel. Have a nice day.